Chapter 110, the ones who do not run. Agai flew away from the Air Kingdom tournament apiece at terrifying speed. His tears were torn apart by the wind, fading behind him just like the shining arena he left behind. Inside his mind, Daku's voice echoed with urgency. Agai, don't run away. No one is perfect, Daku pleaded. Remember what we spoke about. Agai clenched his teeth, his voice breaking as he shouted into the empty sky. It makes no sense, because I am the only imperfect being on this earth. His figure vanished into the heavy clouds. Back at the tournament, the silence slowly curdled into chaos. People began to whisper, and then the arguments broke out. The Black Knight, it was Agai all along, one voice cried. He's a traitor, shouted another. Someone else remembered a darker moment, asking, so that time when Saisha was in danger. The crowd buzzed with a volatile mix of anger, fear, and disbelief. Ayuki didn't speak a word. She stood perfectly still, her hand covering her mouth as if to hold back a secret. Kira approached her carefully and asked, Ayuki, are you okay? Ayuki interrupted her softly. It's fine. She lowered her hand, her eyes trembling as she looked toward the horizon. I just saw the same pain in his eyes, she whispered. Kira froze at the words. The same pain Seisha had, Ayuki finished. Kira said nothing. Suru, sensing the entire mood was collapsing, quickly raised his voice to regain control. Ladies and gentlemen, let's change the flow of this tournament, Suru stammered. Get re-80 for the next round. But before he could continue, several figures rushed toward him and whispered urgently in his ear. Suru's face stiffened. He swallowed hard before addressing the crowd again. It seems that Vlad the Giant has lost his opponent. The crowd gasped. Suru continued, the opponent was supposed to be Kugara, but it appears he has withdrawn before the match even began. The arena exploded with noise. Vlad the Giant stood just outside the arena, arms crossed, smiling with a confident arrogance. Nearby, Jiro leaned against the wall, lighting a cigar. Tenmetsu, huh? Jiro muttered quietly. Vlad snapped his head toward him, growling, you shut up! He stepped forward aggressively. I'll beat the shit out of you someday because of Stefan. Jiro only smirked, blowing out a thick cloud of smoke. Yeah, whatever. Suru raised both hands, desperately trying to calm the restless crowd. According to the rules, if Kugara has surrendered, Vlad the Giant is declared the winner. Boos erupted instantly. Not fair, someone yelled. What a joke! That stupid giant didn't even fight. Vlad only laughed at their frustration. Suru wiped sweat from his forehead and hurried to move on. Now then, the next contestants, please prepare! The arena slowly quieted as a cold fear swept through the stands. Veratros and Master OG, Suru announced. The name OG alone was enough to chill the air. People remembered what he had done and exactly what he had become. Some supporters still managed to shout for their champion, show them what the Air Kingdom is made of, Veratros! Veratros stepped into the arena, calm and focused. From the opposite side, Master OG entered. His presence was heavy and inherently wrong. Suru raised his arm, his voice trembling but loud enough to be heard by all. Let the next match begin.